Happy Thirsty Thursday, or Ladies' Night, whichever one you call it. We're here to pregame with you. Welcome to Ep.5. It's time to grow the fuck up. What do you think I was gonna
I don't know. I don't know.
4?
No, I forgot that you were supposed to say that, and then I was supposed to say it with you. Okay. In today's episode, we will discuss the difference between red flags and green flags. What are some common icks? What are some uncommon icks? What are our icks? There's a lot of icks.
There's so many out there.
And what we think our red and green flags are, or our toxic traits.
All right, let's take our shot first.
Yes.
Oh, shoot. I didn't open mine first. What a lovely sound. Crispy. Okay. Cheers.
Please don't leave.
I almost just choked on that. Okay.
Oh my god, you made me spit it everywhere.
That's a red flag you have. I'm just
I don't
kidding.
spit!
I can't.
I can't finish mine because you made me laugh.
Okay, finish it. You got this. Oh, this is purple.
Gosh.
Okay.
Lord have mercy.
So, we have some red flags and green flags and or both that we're going to tell you guys about. And we have our little flags here that we're going to hold up when we think it's a red or green flag.
That hurt my throat.
So, I'm going to start. Sorry, guys. I'm going to start manipulative behavior. Red flag. Let's talk about why. There's obvious reasons as to why.
Yeah.
But could there also be a counterpoint? Like, could there be a counterpoint as to why it's not a red flag?
No, I don't think so.
Really?
Manipulative behavior?
But, like, what if it's in, like, a good sense? Like, what if I'm manipulating you into thinking better about yourself or better about your life? Like, something, like, good comes out of it.
I mean, I guess.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's, I guess that's both.
It's a both, possibly.
Yes.
In the comments after this video, let us know what some red and green flags that you have are, toxic traits, whatever, icks, and we're gonna look through them.
Okay. Okay, dedication to goals.
Okay, I'm gonna say it's a green flag, but I think it could also be a red flag. You think it's both?
I think it's both.
Okay.
Because, yeah, it could be a green flag because I want them to be dedicated to their goals and everything like that. But at the same time, they could be too dedicated to their goals and completely, just...
Yeah. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah.
I think that being dedicated to your goals is a good thing, 100%, but, or maybe 90%, 90% a great thing, but the other part, the 10% that's not a good part is, like, are you too dedicated to focus on somebody else? Like, don't be in a relationship if you can't focus on the other person even a little bit as well,
Yeah.
Like, I know there are people out there, there's people out there that are severely dedicated to their goals and they put everything aside just so they can make it in life before they get what they want. They get a relationship that they want and can focus on somebody else. I can see a good and bad to that, but
that's why I put both.
I mean, if you want to be in a relationship and you truly love someone, I think do it with them. Be like, here are my goals. Can you help me with them? show me your goals. I want to help you with yours, you know?
Right.
I think that's what a relationship should all be about, but there's certain people where it's like, no.
They
No.
can't differentiate
Yeah.
between the two.
Okay, aggression or narcissism. 100% a red flag. And if anybody thinks that's a possible green flag, unless it's in the bedroom,
Oh!
then we need some conversating to happen.
Yeah. I don't know. Being protective. Now, see, I say both.
Okay.
Because you can be protective, but then you could also be overly protective to the point where you don't let that person do something. You
Okay,
understand?
well, yeah, I think that tracks back to, like, narcissism, though.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like, I think it's both red and green, but I think being protective also is a little insecurity behind that, you know? Like, if you're going to be protective and say, like, I don't know, I've never really been with someone that's, like, overly protective or, like, I've seen it that much, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I guess, like,
I've seen people who are very narcissistic.
okay, let's take my dad, for example. He's very protective of my mom, right?
Mm-hmm.
He is very protective of, obviously, his kids and everything. One time, it was 4th of July, and I think I was, like, 7 or 8, right? And we're on the beach, and we're at, like, a 4th of July party. Everybody's drunk, whatever. I'm next to a tiki thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Flaming tikis. And I'm just playing with, like, toothpicks, making, like, a little stick bonfire thing. I don't know. All the adults were drunk, and the kids were left to their own devices. Yep. And so I'm sitting there, and I was, like, trying to make, like, a little bonfire for myself. This guy comes over, teenager, whatever. He has a firecracker in his hand, lights it from the tiki, and throws it right next to me. And so my dad, he freaking comes over.
He probably flipped out.
Oh my God, he started screaming at the guy, grabbed him, and threw him on the street and was like, "That's my daughter. Why would you do that? Blah, blah, blah. You threw a firecracker right at her." Yeah. I was perfectly fine. I had no clue what was going on. I'm just standing there staring at my dad, like, screaming at this guy. My mom's like, "It's okay." I'm like, "I don't know what's okay and what's not okay, but I'm here and Dad's yelling. We should go." So.
How old were you?
I think it was like 7 or 8.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I was a child. I was very little.
Very
Little Adriana was there. So I think being protective is, like, a good and bad thing, but
yes,
you got to find that very fine
happy
line.
medium.
Yeah, the happy medium, very fine line.
Yeah. Okay.
Taking the initiative. Green flag.
That is 100% a green flag.
I feel like there's always like good and bad to, like, these flags, quote unquote, only because if it depends on how you look at things. Like, are you an optimist or are you a pessimist, right?
Mm-hmm.
And taking the initiative could mean one thing or another. Like, if I'm saying, like, okay, we all girls want a guy to text them and be like, "Dinner at 8, I'm picking you up, be ready, this is what you should wear, da 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 da," right? Things like that. All girls want that.
Yep.
But taking the initiative could also be a bad thing. Like, we're going out, I don't want you seeing your friends because we have this planned. I'm telling you right now, like,
yeah,
it could be bad, and then it could deteriorate the relationship.
Yeah, I could see that. Very big on independence. Now, I put that as both because, you know, it kind of goes along with, well, actually it doesn't really. But being big on independence, like, yeah, you can go do your own stuff. I can go do my own stuff, right? Yeah. But I don't want it to be like almost everyday thing where you're going off and doing things all the time.
I'm going to say it's a red flag because, yes, when you're in a relationship, it's you and me, and then at one point we come together, right?
Yeah.
Like, you are still you, I am still me, we still do our own things, but at the end of the night, at the end of the day, we come together.
Yeah.
And whether you live with this person or you don't, you still are a couple, you are a team, you know? And so I feel like if you're going to be very big on independence, why are you in a relationship?
Yeah.
Like, I'm single right now. I love my independence. But I also do want to be in a relationship. So I know to curb so much of the independence that I'm getting now while I'm single when I'm with a person, you know?
Yeah.
When I'm in a relationship, I'm not, I don't, I don't act codependent on that person, you know? Excuse me. There's always that moment where it's like, I'm codependent on you, and then it switches, they're codependent on me, and then it's like weird. And so then everybody's just like, I just want to be independent, you know? Like, I just want to be myself. I just want to be by myself. So I think very big on independence is a no for me. Like, I don't want to say 100% no, because I want you to have your own life, but still be with me. But to the point where it's like, no, I'm going to do this. You can't do that. I'm going to do this because this is my life. Then at that point, you guys are just roommates, you know?
Yeah.
So,
That's kind of why I said both.
yeah.
Because you can go have your fun,
Yeah.
but don't sit there and tell me that I can't if you're going to, you know?
True. Emotional immaturity or maturity.
Maturity.
I mean, honestly, either or. Emotional immaturity and maturity.
Yeah.
Those.
Emotional immaturity. Emotional maturity.
Well, yeah, those go hand in hand.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's not much to talk about with that. If
No.
you're going to act like a child, go.
Bye.
Yeah, bye. Go act like a child on your own.
Yeah.
Go be independent. If you're
Yeah.
going to, like, have emotional maturity and understand the person that you want to be with's feelings and act upon them, then come my way.
Yes.
Um,
Let's see. Being dishonest.
okay, well, dishonesty in a relationship is always bad.
Yes.
Well, I mean, there's white lies where it's like, shh, don't tell her I'm doing this because it's for her.
Right.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But where it's obviously dishonesty, red flag. Like, you want your person that you're with to be honest with you to the fullest extent, you
Right.
know? Like, you want them to be like, I did this, I'm telling you now, let's talk about it. If you don't want to talk about it, can we reconjoin at a later date so that we're not festering feelings up?
Yeah.
That also goes back to emotional maturity. I mean, I think everybody has dealt with dishonesty at one point in a relationship,
Yeah.
and
I know I have.
it's like it's a normal occurrence, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
I think that's what makes relationships stronger. I feel like if there isn't dishonesty in a relationship, and I feel like if there aren't these red flags in a relationship, then how are we going to learn?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's definitely very, very normal for every relationship to argue but it shouldn't be
An ongoing
all
thing.
the time.
At that point, just be like, if you guys still disagree at the end of the night, but you guys have said your points, just be like, okay, we agree to disagree. This isn't one of our strongest suits. We're going to be,
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah. I also think a green flag for me is them opening up about their feelings.
Oh my God, yeah.
Men, no offense, but men suck.
Ding, ding, ding. Green
Men
flag.
suck at opening up and telling their feelings. So if you're that guy who can do that and open up about your feelings, yes please, come
my
this way.
No, because, okay, let me tell you this story. One time when me and my ex were together or whatever, one of his closest friends from high school had recently passed away, and he had just found out about it, and me and him just started talking, and I came over to his place, and he cried in my lap, and he was like, my friend just passed away, I just found out this morning, da-da-da-da, and that was like a moment where I really fell in love with him, because I was like, you're able to sit here on one of our first couple of hangouts and really show me how you feel. Mm-hmm. And let me say this, like, for the men out there, and ladies, if you're in a relationship, show your man this video and be like, if you cry to me, that's fine. I will not judge you.
Mm-hmm.
I will judge you to a better perspective. Like, thank you for opening up your heart to me. That means a lot. That means you really respect me, and you see that I respect you.
Yep.
That's how I feel when guys show me their feelings.
That has happened to me too.
Yeah.
Freshman year of college.
Okay.
You know who the person is. But somebody who was near and dear to him, his grandmom, passed away, but he couldn't go home. So he had to watch the service on his phone. And he watched the service at the beach. And I met him at the beach, and he was just sitting there crying, and I felt so bad.
See, like, we're all human. I think men need to understand we are all human.
And I started crying because he was crying.
I mean, how could you not cry in that moment, though? Like,
I know.
Like, everybody has emotions. Everybody has feelings. When I look at a guy and he tells me about his feelings, to a certain degree, don't overshare. Don't be like, I had this feeling and da-da-da-da, but we've already spoken about it. So, like, I don't need to hear another...
Again.
Yeah, I don't need to hear about it again. No, but when men show me their feelings, I find it, like, sexy. I'm like, okay, so you're super cute now. You're telling me how you feel, and you're not holding back. Because then that shows that I can open up to you and show you how I feel.
I agree.
X, Y, and Z. And if it doesn't work after that, don't be like, oh, it's because I showed her my feelings.
No.
And she didn't like that. No.
If there is any guys that are sitting here watching the podcast too, please do not be afraid to speak your mind or speak your emotions to your significant other or a person that you're just starting to talk to. It is very attractive to us. Okay? Very attractive.
And like in an emotional way.
Yes.
Like, okay, physically sometimes, yes. But more emotionally. Yes. And you want to grasp someone via emotions. Yeah. Like,
and it shows how mature you are.
Yeah, like,
honestly.
Don't just be like, oh, she's pretty. I'm gonna just go at her via my physical being.
Yeah.
No, like, show her the real you, and that means open up. And, like, I'm not saying, like, oh, my favorite color is blue. Cool, good for you. Like, mine's pink. No, be like, I love my family. Like, I do Sunday brunch with my family every Sunday. Something like that. Like, open up. Let them know. So,
yeah.
I want to talk about what icks are.
Yeah.
So, the definition from Urban Dictionary, right? Something someone does that is an instant turnoff for you, making you instantly hate the idea of being with them romantically. I feel like everybody has a list of icks. And it doesn't go just for relationships. There's icks in everything. Yeah. Like, I don't know if you ever scroll on TikTok and, like, there's a video of, like, a child doing something.
You're like, oh.
And then it stitches or goes to another video where it's, like, scrolling down through a list of, like, why not to have kids. Those are icks. But what are some icks you've had?
Oh. I don't. Now you're putting me on the spot.
The other day when we were at your sister's dance thing.
Oh.
I think this is one of my red flags.
That's your red flag.
Or, like, a toxic trait of mine. My red flag, okay, we were at her sister's dance recital the other day, right? And I can't. I'm looking at this guy.
Okay, mind you, this kid, he's a kid, okay? He's a senior in high school.
Let me tell you,
just so you know,
verbatim the conversation me and Kayla had. I'm sitting next to her and her mom. And I'm like, oh, Kayla, he's cute.
I turn to her and I say, I know.
Yeah, she goes, I know. Her mom goes, but he's in high school. And I was like, oh, that's like Sagittarius rape.
Yep.
In my brain right now. Got it. Mm-hmm. And don't judge me, everybody. Please don't. And then I, like, sat forward and then I was like, Kayla's going on about, like, how he looks very physically nice.
No, I was saying he was looking like somebody else.
That, but also you were like, yeah, his body's nice.
He does have... Okay, I will say he's a dancer. He's a dancer. He's very strong for a dancer.
Nice body for a dancer. But I like sit up and I was like, yeah, give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna find an ick. I stare at him, and I go back. I go, yeah, it's his mouth. I'm over it.
That shit was so funny.
From the way men walk to the way like they have like their shoes look, I will find an ick. This is why I'm still single, because I'm not gonna lie, I have yet to find an ick in my ex-boyfriend. I find an ick in every guy that I look at. Like, I go to the bar, and I think somebody's cute from afar, and then, like, they start walking, and I'm like, oh, why do they walk like that? Or, like, I don't know, their shirt is, like, buttoned a weird way or something, and I'm like, oh, you couldn't have seen that in the mirror? Yeah, no, I am very judgmental, honestly. I am severely judgmental, and I don't know how I have any friends or anybody that talks to me.
Okay, speaking of men on how they walk.
Oh, God. Why am I scared?
Toe walkers.
Okay, Kayla. My dad's a toe walker.
I'm sorry, no hate on your dad.
My dad has great calves, everybody.
No hate on your dad. No hate on your dad at all. But toe walkers are... I hate the way they walk. I hate it.
There was a guy in my high school that walked on his toes, and everybody called him Twinkle Toes. No words.
I had people in my high school that walked on.
They have to have like special inserts in their feet.
Bro, and they bounce.
And bounce when she walks. We should not be laughing at this. We are terrible people.
It's okay.
That's your toxic trait right there. That's your red flag. My red flag and my toxic trait, judgment. I am very judgmental. Mm-hmm. There you go, everybody.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, let's talk about some red flags in a relationship. Lack of communication. Severely a red flag.
Yes.
Oh my god, if you cannot communicate with me, what like that goes back to independence. Why are we even in a relationship if you can't communicate? No, because when you're silent, I'm going to think, like, oh, there's something wrong. Mm-hmm. And that, again, tracks back to feelings, opening yourself up.
Right.
I cannot deal with no communication. Like, okay, not over-communicating, but definitely some type of communication. Like, text and call me if I'm not responding, and I could be like, oh, hey, sorry.
Or even the communication of, hey, I'm going to be out a little later than I thought I was going to be. Mm-hmm. Or I'll be home at this time. Or just updating, honestly, on what's happening.
But also, okay, I have to say this, but also communication, again, with your feelings. Communication with not just like, oh, hey, I'm going here to there. Or I'm with these people. Communication with like, hey, you did something the other day that I wasn't too fond of. Mm-hmm. Can we talk about it? That type of communication, that is sexy. And I say sexy in an emotional way, not like a physical way. Unless it turns into that, then I'll see you in the bedroom.
Whoa, okay. Disrespect, belittling, and insulting.
Okay.
Like, no.
Red flag, fuck you.
Absolutely not.
You know what, Leah, like Leah on a, what's it called? What's that show?
What show?
Love Island.
Oh.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Yeah, don't belittle me.
No.
I am an overthinker, so.
So am I.
I will think about that to the end of the earth.
I am such an overthinker.
We already spoke about controlling behavior. Lack of trust. Okay. Lack of trust can start at any time in the relationship. We all know this. I'm sure we have all dealt with this at some point. To gain trust back is more in actions than words. Words mean fucking shit.
It's also harder to gain your trust back.
100%. I'm still learning to trust myself on a couple things. Like, daily, I'm like, okay, you need to trust that what you're doing right now will work out. Mm-hmm. You know? Things like that. And it's, if you don't trust yourself, then how can you trust someone else? Mm-hmm. So I think
that also goes hand in hand. If you don't love yourself, how can you love somebody else?
Yeah, 100%. But like lack of trust, never lose your trust in a relationship. And if you do, don't just give up on it. Like, work at it. If you really love someone, work at it hard.
Mm-hmm.
And if it doesn't work out after you've put time and effort into it, that's fine, you know?
Sometimes it's just not meant to be. Or it's right person, wrong time.
You know, I was talking to somebody yesterday about right person, wrong time. And I've heard a lot of, if it's the right person, how is it the wrong time?
I've heard that along the
And
years
so
too.
my counterpoint was, if it's the right person, any time is the right time. Just right now may not be that right time.
Yeah.
So what if in a year or two that person is the right time, like right person at that right time?
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, this one, gaslighting. We know who you people are.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm very, like, intuitive in my mind, but trust, I can.
Yes, you are.
I can smell a gaslighter from a mile away. And sometimes it's like fun to play with them, but then you get really annoyed at the end and you're just like, "Oh god, block."
Block. See you later.
Block.
Oh god. Consistent drama.
Oh god, that goes back into like distrust and dishonesty and no trust and bleh.
Bleh. If you're constantly just finding something to argue about, or I don't know, just no. Just no. Big red flag for me.
No. I don't know what else to say but no. Red flag. Okay, so we've said a lot of red flags. Now let's move on to some green flags.
Yes.
Okay, so a green flag is open and honest communication.
We had talked about that.
Like we said, if you're open and you tell me the truth right away, yeah, it might hurt, but
I'd rather know
it'll hurt
now.
less.
I'd rather know now than find out later.
Yeah. Okay, empathy and understanding.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a really good one and a beautiful green flag.
Yes.
Vibrant.
Very.
So, why it's a great green flag is because when you are able to understand someone that you love, like if you're able to sit down and be like, I have heard your concern via our relationship. I want this to work out. What more can we do
To fix it.
to fix it?
Yep.
That is so beautiful.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't even know, it's like chocolate and strawberries on Valentine's Day by yourself in a bath with a glass of wine. Beautiful.
Yeah. Mutual growth.
See, this is a nice one too.
That's
This is a ding 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 green flag.
Yeah. You should both, especially being in a relationship, you should both want the best for each other. You should both want to see your partner succeed in whatever goals that they have.
I think mutual growth is just one of the first steps to
Building a healthy relationship, in my opinion.
yeah, building a healthy relationship and just having a healthy relationship, because when you are growing next to the person that you love and you are watching their success happen next to your success, it is like nothing else, it puts a smile on your face. And like when I would watch my ex play at his football games and they would win, I would be so excited for him. And I still love him to this day, like I still want nothing but the best for him. And I think he can do great things. And still outside of our relationship, I'm growing, he's growing. And there's still love there, like there's still a mutual growth that we both support. So,
Yeah.
mutual growth is green flag. Love it so much.
Support in times of struggle.
I think that goes back to empathy and understanding, though.
It does. It does. But, yeah, I would say definitely, being supportive of if a time where someone passes away or,
Yeah.
you don't want to be left alone in that situation.
Yeah, true. I mean, not even if somebody like passes away or something, but
Just
like
in general.
yeah, like if you're losing yourself mentally, you feel you want that person who's nearest and dearest to your heart, closest to you mentally, emotionally, and physically, you want them to be with you and like so you don't feel alone even though you mentally are feeling alone.
Yeah.
I can understand that actually. Been there, done that.
Same.
Healing conflict resolution. So,
You mean healthy?
sorry, the words are really small. Healthy conflict resolution. What I was saying.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Well,
What did I say? Why are we? Like, were you just gonna?
No. Okay. Let's say healthy conflict resolution, like arguing, and if you don't agree,
That is
you
what I
know,
said.
agree to disagree.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do argue or whatever, don't go to sleep mad at each other.
Ugh.
It never works.
Okay. Been there, done that, tried that so many times.
Doesn't work.
So, it doesn't work, but sometimes you really do need to just go to sleep because your body is telling you you need sleep. You need to restart your body, your energy, everything. So then that's when you say, I am really tired. We can shelf this conversation for right now, table it, or whatever the fuck these motherfuckers say, and come back to it at another time. Because right now my body is tired, my mind is tired, my everything is tired, and I don't have the fight anymore, honestly.
Yeah.
So, and then what if you wake up and you're like, I slept on it. What was said, I understand, or what was said, I don't understand. Can we talk about it a little bit more? That's where I don't really like the don't go to bed angry.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a weird thing, you know.
Let's see. Physical affection and intimacy.
That's obviously. I mean, these are all green flags, but
my love language is physical touch. So
I think with the right person, my love language is physical touch.
Yeah.
I don't like hugs. Okay.
I was about to say.
I don't like hugs with certain people, and it's not because I don't like touch in general and or I feel that these people are icky and gross and have germs. It's because I just don't feel home within them, or I just don't feel myself. I don't know. It's weird. I'm weird with that. One of my red flags.
You're just an odd person.
Yes, I am. Respect for your boundaries.
Yeah.
An amazing green flag. That is another one of like the first things on the list when you're getting into a relationship. Start your boundaries there. And if that person you want to be in a relationship with doesn't like your boundaries, but they can respect them,
that's beautiful.
Beautiful.
That is beautiful.
Like, what's a boundary I have? Oh, a boundary that I have with even my friends, And we're not saying all these to bring into a love passionate relationship. We're saying like
this is just it's honestly
general.
Relationships in general. It could be with your partner, a friend,
your family,
except
for the physical and affectionate and intimate part. But
but yeah.
No, respect for your boundaries. The one I have, so
yours, I think one of yours is your room.
Mm-hmm.
Your room is your sacred place.
My spiritual den.
So if anybody were to interfere with that and bring bad negative energy into it,
I have to sage the whole place.
You go insane.
And so I allow certain people into my room. Yes. And JoJo, who's behind the camera.
Yes.
So I only allow certain people into my room, and it's because when I come in here, the whole world just turns off to me.
This is your chill spot.
Yeah.
This is where you decompress.
Yeah, and it's a chill spot for a lot of my friends, too. Mm-hmm. Like, this bed/couch that we're sitting on, it's 2 beds. It's a trundle. And my friends will stay here if they need something, like if they need to stay the night, if they need whatever, if they need to take a nap, whatever. They know this is their spot. Nobody really goes in my bed or on my bed. and there are 1 or 2 people that I allow on my bed, and if anybody else touches my bed, I start freaking out mentally.
She does.
But you won't know. Only certain people will know. My closest people. Kayla will know.
Yes.
If, like, some person is sitting on my bed, I'm like, And then I feel like I need to just, like, Lysol my whole bed, clean my sheets. I don't know. It's not because you're wearing your outside clothes. It's not because you're icky. It's just because, like, that is my spot, you know? Like, I'm the queen, and I'm going to sit on my queen bed.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think another boundary, too.
And thank you for respecting my boundaries.
You're very welcome.
Oh, my God, that sounded so... Ugh.
Yeah, it did. But it's okay. No, another boundary, too, is, like, say we're sitting on the couch watching TV. And we're both quiet. Or even, like, when either you're in a bad mood or I'm in a bad mood, we will sit there on the couch and not say a word. But we're still, like...
yeah, still mentally...
mentally communicating somehow.
Well, that's because, again, we're really judgmental. And, like...
Yeah.
Even if we're out or something...
It's really bad.
Yeah. Oh, my God. If we're out or somewhere or doing something... It doesn't have to be in public. It could be at her house, my house, and something happens, we'll just be like...
We'll just look at each other. We don't even say anything.
And then later on that day, it'll be, like, tasked in our head as, like, a to-do list to be like, okay, this is a talking point. This is another talking point. This is what we also have to go over.
Yep.
And then we'll go over it either on the car ride home or whatever it is, and we will cackle.
Literally.
Cackle about it.
Almost piss our pants.
I feel like when we go out, people need to, like, come up to us and tell us their boundaries, so we're like...
We don't cross them.
We don't cross them. Or, like, say anything. Oh, God, I'm going to spill this. Okay.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, now that we've told you some other green flags, let's talk icks.
Oh.
What is an ick? An often irrational feeling of repulsion or discomfort about something your partner or a specific does or a specific behavior. Oh, yeah, I feel like icks really just channel back to us.
Yeah.
That says so many things about me.
Yeah, it does. Honestly.
Yeah, 100% it says so many things about us. And I can't tell if it's going to be, like, what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
Like
our telepathy's not working right now.
No, what's the word I'm looking for? It's insecurities.
Oh,
there we go. There, our telepathy was working there.
Yep.
No, and ick, I feel like it's a personal insecurity. Because, like, of course everybody wants somebody perfect, but...
No one's perfect.
Nobody's perfect.
No one's perfect.
So, oh, God. Let's see what else we got in here.
Key differences?
Personal reaction to something small or quirky that rubs you the wrong way. It's often fleeting and more about preferences. Yeah, but what the difference between an ick and a red flag is, a red flag is serious, concerning behavior that signals unhealthy patterns or potential harm to the relationship. That's the difference between an ick and a red flag.
Yeah.
That's probably why I've never found icks on my ex.
Ooh. Yeah. Addressing toxic traits.
Oh, yeah. Toxic traits in a relationship are behaviors that create harm, stress, or dysfunction. You know what? I've never really gone over toxic traits. I've never, like, really thought about toxic traits.
Well, it says these traits can come from either a partner and can deeply affect you emotionally, your trust, your overall happiness in the relationship. They often stem from insecurity, immaturity, unresolved issues, or emotional instability.
I love that the first one on this list is manipulation. So, I mean, I feel like, where's the line that toxic traits and red flags have? Like, where is that line that separates the two?
I don't know.
See, that's the hard thing. That's what people...
I think a lot of people have a hard time trying to
differentiate.
Differentiate between the two.
I know I do, because...
So do I.
Like, I know icks off rip, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Toxic traits, I guess maybe because I've never been in a relationship that, like, really showed me toxic traits. A couple red flags, yeah, but toxic traits, no.
Yeah.
But it's also hard to understand them if you've never been in it, but also hard to deal with them if you don't know what you're looking for.
Yes.
So, I mean, I know I was like joking earlier saying like, oh, my toxic trait is, but I really don't know what my toxic trait is. You know, I'm going to ask my ex that. I'm gonna be like, what's my toxic trait? What are some red flags? I've asked him in the past and he's like, you don't really have a red flag. I'm like, really? Are you just saying that? I think so.
So most of these we talked about until we get to emotional blackmail.
Oh. That's
How do we feel about that one?
okay. Oh, okay. I don't think I've ever had emotional blackmail happen to me.
I don't think I have either.
What is emotional blackmail? They use your emotions or fears against you to get what they want. Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, I don't think
I have.
Now I'm like trying to remember.
Wait, hold on.
Give us a brief moment here. Let our brains load. Have you dealt with that before?
Threaten to leave. No.
Oh my god, I've definitely emotionally blackmailed someone. Or gaslit them.
Wait, why did you say that? Oh my god.
Because now I feel bad. This poor kid, I really put him through the ringer.
Oh my.
That's on me. Okay, let's walk past that one. That was, hi. Let's just put this on top of me. Thank you. Blame shifting. This is not a good one.
No.
I would say this is a red flag as well as a toxic trait. That's just really fucked up if you do that. Oh god, have I done that?
I think another red flag or toxic trait is, I guess it goes along with that, always thinking they're right.
100%.
If you can't admit that you're wrong, there's something wrong with you. Sorry.
That's
but,
true.
like, you need to be able to be like, oh, I was in the wrong when it comes to certain things.
My god, this episode is really making me think a lot right now. I have a lot of thinking to do after this. Am I the problem?
But
yes. Yes. I am, and that's okay.
I'm probably the problem too.
I think we're all the problem.
That's probably why I've been single for so long.
We all have toxic traits. We all have red flags. We all have green flags. But yeah, admitting it is the first step to understanding yourself.
Yep.
Damn. I got a lot of thinking to do.
We both do.
Should I call him? He'll pick up.
I know he will.
I want to be like, you should definitely watch this episode. Any other episode, do not watch. This one, yes.
No, but I like that we're doing this one because it gives all of our viewers something to think about, but it gives us some self-reflection.
Yeah. Yeah. Didn't really need much more self-reflection than I already do to myself every day, but here I am, 10 times more.
Ooh, another one? Love bombing.
Okay, I need to tell you guys this story.
That's why I brought it up.
This man added me back on Snapchat the other day after blocking me because I wouldn't hook up with him.
Is this Love Bomber?
Yes, it is.
Oh.
So, when guys want to talk to me and they are in my phone, I change their name to whatever thing I think of first when I look at them. Or emotionally connect with them.
That might be another toxic trait, too. I'm sorry.
Okay. This guy, I named him off rip Love Bomber. Off rip. Like, the first conversation we had, I was like, yep, your name is being changed to Love Bomber. And he was so minuscule in my mind that I just don't remember most of the conversations I had with him. But, yeah. He came to my job one time, and
I met this person.
In person, no. I thank God I was working because I could walk away.
He is a big ick.
Yes. Yes. In all, he was
in person, a big ick.
In person, And over the phone after that, I was like, he blocked me at work when he came into my job. He blocked me right then and there. And I was like, okay. I walked to the back and I go, the guy that came here to see me just blocked me. And my friends were like, oh my God, what the fuck? Like, are you okay? And I was like, honestly, he did the dirty work. I'm glad this happened because what the fuck?
Wait, hold on. Is this the one that we went to IHOP with?
Yeah.
Oh, so the one that I started fighting with the first time I met him.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It was the second time I met him in person, so yeah.
No, the first time I met him, I was going at it.
Yeah, but you also just fight with men randomly. That's your toxic trait.
Yeah, I do. Oops.
No, but yeah, love bombing is not fun, and if you do it for fun, fuck you. If you do it, I don't know why people do it. Like, I don't know why people do it, though. Why do people love bomb?
I don't know.
Like, just, I don't know. And I call men out on this. Like, somebody was trying to love bomb me the other day, right? And I was like, are you love bombing me right now? Youngin.
Oh.
And I was like, are you love bombing me right now? He goes, I don't know. Am I? Maybe I am. Maybe I am. I'm not. I was like,
no, don't do that.
Yeah, I was like, first of all, don't do that because I just caught you doing it. Second of all, I'm not going to speak to you. You're in timeout now. And then he texted me 2 hours later, and he goes, can I get out of timeout? I was like, I'll think about it. And then I didn't talk to him until, like, the next day, and he was like, good morning. And I was like, yeah, I was like, you are benched right now, sir.
Oh, God.
No, men are funny. As much as, like, we shit on them all the time and, like,
are
say they have red flags and green flags and toxic
everybody
traits.
does.
Yeah, but men fucking are hilarious, dude. Just, like, them as a species. I cackle. I'll stare at them at the bar and I'm like, you really thought that was a good idea?
You really thought that was gonna work?
You really thought that was gonna work? It was a good idea? And you were gonna get her? And you looked cute doing it?
Yeah, that's the worst.
And you looked cute doing it? God,
it's like
no.
when you're at the bar and you sit there and you just watch all the drunk people and you watch the drunk guy
literally me
go up to the drunk girl stumbling and shit.
No, but then that's when the drunk girls are like,
oh my God.
I'll accept this.
Yeah.
I'll let this into my world right now because right now you don't look like what you look like. You look a little fuzzy, blurry, and I'll hate myself in the morning for it.
Yeah.
That's what they're thinking. That's what they go through. No.
Yeah, no, but still. Mm-mm.
Okay, now that we've spoke about other people's icks and red flags and toxic traits,
Ours.
what toxic traits do you think you have now that, like, we've, like, kind of started to understand it?
Ooh. Let's go through the list again and see.
This is good. You didn't like this one?
No, I did like that one.
Oh, can I try yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
My
arm doesn't go that way. Yours
I
is
would
blue?
say, yeah, mine's blue.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it. That one's good.
I like this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there is one in there for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I have a lack of trust in people.
Don't worry, honey. Everybody has a lack of trust.
I know, but I have a big lack of trust, and then it really, like, puts my brain into overthinker mode. And I overthink way too much.
I think this year has shown me so many things about myself rather than other people, but it's because I've had so many moments and experiences where I have been able to learn.
Well, this year's only started.
Okay, I did not mean this year. I thought it was 2024 still.
You mean
last year?
Last year,
yeah.
Going into this year.
No, all of last year.
Oh.
I have learned so much. Like, okay, until I get back into a relationship, I'm just learning about myself every single day. And I mean, that doesn't stop when I get into a relationship. I'll still learn about myself, but I'll know better ways and a better me to bring into a relationship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think that was one of my biggest things, is not knowing myself fully. Going into a relationship, that's definitely one of my toxic traits.
I'm still learning about myself too.
I think everybody is every day, though.
But I don't think you're gonna stop learning about yourself.
No.
Honestly. You're always learning something.
I think one of your red flags is you go for the first thing. You go for the first available thing. Just because you have been single for a while. And you go for the first thing.
Yeah, but I honestly haven't.
Lately? No, you haven't.
I've been sticking to myself.
As you should. Green flag. This is fun. I want to put this on every episode.
Wee!
No, what do you think? What do you think my red flags or green flags or toxic traits are?
I think your red flag might be not giving. Yes, we know you find Icks in every guy, but not giving other guys a chance.
You know what?
No, because you know I'm right.
Yes, but to a degree, because I have tried. I have tried giving other guys a chance. Them motherfuckers turned me down. What the fuck, bro? Like, why? Like,
I understand that. I get that. But
and then it makes me just like be like, ugh, God, did I really need you anyway?
Well, yeah, I know. But it's like sometimes you don't give them a chance and then you revert back to your ex. Which I'm not saying is a problem because I know the situation. I was there to witness all of it.
He's always going to be there.
I know that.
That's my problem. That's my toxic trait is I always go back to my ex.
Yes.
Any new guys that are trying to talk to me, don't watch this episode. I think it's actually a little too late for that one. But the only reason I go back to my ex is because, first of all, I have found no Icks in him. Red flags? Yes. Have we worked past those? Yes. Do we need to forget about the past? Not forget, but we can forgive.
Mm-hmm.
And have I learned about myself and I can take it into a relationship with him again as a better person, as a better me? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Has he learned about himself? And do I call him out on his fucking bullshit all the time? Yes. Does he still come back around? Yes. So that's another thing. Ladies, don't feel bad about saying what you really feel and what's really on your mind. I fucking spam text my ex whenever I feel like it. And you guys might be like, that's bad. He'll respond. And if he doesn't...
Sometimes I tell her that it's a bad idea, yet she still does it anyway.
Because he responds. Whether he's sleeping or not, he responds at some point. And if he doesn't respond to the certain text that I wanted him to, I'll be like, oh, excuse me, exclamate that. Thank you. Can you read that? Mm-hmm. And then he'll respond to it. He's just a little slower than others.
Your green flag.
Oh, I'm excited.
I think, and now this is just in general.
Mm-hmm.
I think you are a very understanding person.
Okay.
And always wants the best for her friends.
Oh,
always.
100%.
Always wants to see her friends succeed and do what they love doing. And if they need help, you are always open to helping.
Well, yeah, because I would want my friends and the people closest to me to do the same thing, you know? And...
But you were, even in freshman year of college, you were always there for me.
Well, yeah.
Always.
Mentally... Because, I know everybody's like, oh, I don't like drama. I really don't like being in drama. I do not like it at all. I'll listen to it. I'll hear about it.
Yeah.
I have come into the conclusion that I like being Switzerland. Yeah. I do not like drama, but I will say what I need to say. Mm-hmm. And if that creates drama, I'm going to be like, well, I'm sorry. And I do not mean an apology to validate your feelings. That's not why I'm apologizing. I'm sorry you feel the way you feel, but most of the shit I say is factual.
You're blunt in a very good way.
Yeah. But it's also when we fought, I said, you're not mad about this.
You're mad about this. Now get it off your chest.
Yeah. I let her sit there and I was like,
she let me talk.
Yeah. I was like, I'm all ears.
What I needed to say.
I was like, yell at me, scream at me, do whatever you need to do. I understand why you're upset, but I can't change this. I don't have control over it, and I can't change the things I don't have control over.
Yeah.
So I have learned that, and I guess, yeah, that is one of my green flags, because if I'm finna eat, my friends are gonna eat next to me and be at the same table, same level as I am, because I've realized I want those certain people that I try hard for in my life for a decently long time, you know?
Yeah.
So,
What do you think my green flags are?
I think your green flag is that you are open.
Open?
You are open in more ways than one. You are physically open to doing whatever you want,
Mm-hmm.
and mentally and emotionally, you are open. So, mentally,
Sometimes that could be a red flag.
well, no, that's a green flag. You want to be as open as you can be. Like,
Sometimes I think I'm too open.
but to another person, that might just be the right amount.
Yeah, I guess.
So when you open up to me, I'm able to understand your feelings and either validate them or tell you rights and wrongs about them.
Yeah.
And when you are mentally open, you understand what's being said, what's going on in the setting you're in, and how to fix it or just be okay in it, you know?
Yeah.
So that's why I like your openness.
Yeah. Thanks.
Of course. I don't really know your red flags because, like, I don't really see red flags in my friends other than, like, you're stupid. But,
Yeah,
like...
but that's the same thing that goes for me.
Yeah, but, like,
you.
if you want to do something and then, like, if you get put in jail because you slashed some guy's tires, you know, I'd be like, go, queen. Did you only slash 3? I'd be like, I got your bail.
Oh, my. Yeah, that would be you. You'd probably be the first person I call to bail me out.
Anyway, this video is way longer than any other video.
Yes.
We're going to start making them about an hour long. I hope you guys laughed a little bit with us.
I know, we cackled.
Yeah, we cackled a lot in this one.
Yeah, we
I
did.
liked it. I had fun in this episode.
I did too.
But see us next week. It's Valentine's Day. It's the day before Valentine's Day. But we are not going to be alone. I'll probably be working.
We won't be alone.
We all have each
a
other.
Surprise for that. No, we don't.
I do, and you don't know about it.
Oh!
I'm so excited about Valentine's Day. I love anything pink, red, hearts, you name it. I love it. That's also just because I'm a hopeless romantic, but
yeah.
I love Valentine's Day, and I love everything about it.
I'm excited for the pictures.
Oh, we have some great, fun photos coming up for you guys.
Yes.
So follow us on Instagram to check those out. Like, subscribe, comment. What else?
Click the notifications.
Oh, yeah, do that.
Put the notifications on.
Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on our personal Instagram so you can see our daily day-to-days.
Yeah, we also post sneak peeks on there, too. We post sneak peeks on our Instagram.
And our personal TikToks.
Yes, and our personal TikToks.
But anyway, I don't think I have a special message for you guys tonight.
I don't. My brain is just not
Stay crazy
right
out there. Stay crazy. That's a good one. Stay crazy.
No, stay wild.
Stay wild. Stay crazy. And
just be yourself.
Yeah, be yourself, whether you got a shit ton of red flags, a shit ton of green flags.
Or a bunch of icks.
Yeah. I will find you with your icks. I promise, man.
She's gonna be judgmental.
Bye, guys.